Over the last few years, I've been on a quest to combine two of my favorite things, the liquid magnificence of whiskey with coffee. Now, we all deal with disappointment. Like a bag of chips, brand new, and you open it up, it's all crumbs. A poop-filled Pringles can yeeted at a victim's advocacy center.
A lawyer in Ohio has been accused of tossing a poop-filled Pringles can into the parking lot of a victim's advocacy center.
Never forget, for me, that disappointment has concentrated itself into the shape of a bean. We already did an episode about adding whiskey to hot coffee.
Yeah, not enjoyable though.
You know, you're not gonna wake up in the morning and, hey, you know what I wanna do? Fuck up my coffee. It's not that good. The very first distillation experiment we did involves putting non-alcoholic coffee in a still.
This is distilled coffee.
Whoa! And it turned out weird, but also kind of weirdly promising. There's something there. It's gotta be possible because Irish coffee is a classic, but it's too sweet. It's basically a boozy dessert. Espresso martinis are the most popular cocktail in the world right now, but you make that with vodka. And whiskey is the greatest of all spirits. That's been proven by science, probably. If we're going to find the antidote to disappointment, we're gonna need an ounce of determination. The distillery that made this whiskey is no stranger to disappointment. Ralph Inzo's original plan was to create a climbing ranch. There was local opposition, so he needed to pivot, and Ralph Inzo discovered that creating alcohol was considered an agricultural activity, which was fine under New York laws. Ralph Inzo and Brian Lee started a distillery in 2003. Just one problem though, neither one of them had any distillery experience whatsoever. They faced a mountain of challenges, including outdated laws, minimal resources, and they cobbled together their equipment and their processes largely by hand. Their very first product was a bourbon, and it was the very first whiskey that was legally distilled in New York since Prohibition. Their success was solidified in 2010 when William Grant & Sons acquired the brand. This whiskey was born from determination. So what exactly are we drinking? This is Hudson whiskey, Do the Rye Thing. And after months of careful research, I've cracked the code and successfully determined that this is a rye. And with a 95% rye, 5% malted barley mash bill, it is thoroughly a rye. 46% ABV, 92 proof. You have honey, you have lemon, you have mint, rye spice, almost a dill. There's that oak. Small barrels most likely are giving that very prominent wood note. These are the collective tasting notes in Hudson whiskey, Do the Rye Thing. This is a rye whiskey for people that like quintessential rye whiskey flavors. So we have a whiskey that should make a good base. We gotta circle back to them beans though. We're gonna first sample this cold brew because this is the cold brew we use in the tasting room. Confirmed?
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Okay, Crowded Barrel Coffee, beautiful, nice. Hey, link in the description.
Get your Crowded Barrel coffee. That's such a good plug that I just did.
That's what you call a professional plug. One reason why I'm optimistic about this playing well with the spirit is because cold brew, the way that it's made, makes it less bitter. By the way, it's a million damn degrees in
Yeah,
here.
you're really sweaty.
Yeah, this is a problem. We've been in here all of
Are you
4
holding
minutes.
it
There it is.
That's rich cold brew right
It's
there.
very soft.
That's good.
Not a trace of bitterness. Differently than last time where we just put coffee into a still.
Yeah.
Let's put coffee in the still, and I want to see if you put in a neutral spirit, what kind of flavors that neutral spirit's carrying through.
Okay.
And then we're going to figure out how to incorporate a whiskey elegantly with finesse and class. I'm just going to do like a 1-to-1 ratio.
You are missing so bad. Oh my God.
And yet I defeated you in cocktail
You
creation.
did not, and you're doing really poor again.
And
Smashing.
vodka. So cold brew.
God.
We got cold brew and vodka in a still.
There will be slight coffee notes.
Slight notes.
Slight.
Let's find out. Let's get it fired up. We're gonna make a few cuts, see what flavors are coming out over time. I am so hopeful that essence of coffee carried through the distillation process because the most common thing is to take coffee, usually cold brew, to take the bitterness out, and then just blend it with vodka.
Right.
And then, you know, sprinkle some sugar in there, mix it up, and then call it a day.
Yeah.
I want to take the vodka and the coffee through the distillation process, but then you're not guaranteed if any of that coffee character is gonna come through.
Which are we starting right here?
Yeah, it looks like we got like 102 proof and 111 proof.
Ooh.
93 proof. Now on the nose, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Are you getting that?
Holy shit, that's coffee. That's coffee grounds.
Yeah, it is.
Weird.
It is. It's
If this was blind, I'd think that this was a cup full of coffee grounds.
Yeah. Dark roast coffee.
Yeah, I'm not getting any ethanol.
For that to be a crystal clear liquid and for you to be able to nose it blind and say, I'm smelling coffee. Right over the middle of the home plate,
Yeah.
coffee.
Mouth it.
Why is that sweet?
That's freaking coffee, my dude.
That is beautiful.
Dude.
I freaking love that.
Dude.
Holy hell.
Dude.
I just developed a drinking problem.
Dude. Good morning, America. This
Wow.
is coffee
You know
in
what it
your
is?
cup. Coming to workplaces near you.
Grab a couple more glasses. Now, are we getting different profiles, different flavors coming out across these cuts here? All right, number one, that was a beautiful.
Do it. It's still very.
It's lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heart cut.
What's that New Orleans coffee with the?
Chicory.
Chicory. I'm
Yeah.
almost getting that on the first one, the 93.
Okay. A chicory on that low proof. 93?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that weird?
They're nice, but that deep, dark, rich coffee character in this middle proof, that 102 proof, that is a lot lighter. It's a lighter touch on the coffee. You can find it easily, but it's taking more of a back seat.
Still pretty damn good though.
Where the hell is that sweetness coming from? Correct me if I'm wrong. We did not add sugar to the distillation, did we?
I asked if we would and you said no.
Yeah, it was just vodka
Yeah.
and just cold brew.
Right.
And there was no sugar added to either of those.
Right. Although, I mean, technically that is a note with the beans. They have like the ones that have chocolate or almond or.
Dude, you said chocolate?
Yeah.
And immediately I got,
You got chocolate mouth?
yeah, well, like a milk chocolate note.
Mouth in your
and this
chocolate?
102 proof. A milk chocolate 102. A little thanks to our sponsor here, but I gotta admit, I'm kind of butthurt with
Butt hurt?
this week's sponsor.
Why?
Why couldn't I have heard of Saley a few years ago? Staying connected in, especially a foreign country when traveling, critically important. Saley is an eSIM card that I wish I had whenever I was traveling in Scotland because it would have saved me, not exaggerating, hundreds of dollars in roaming fees by the time we were done.
Wow.
Gallivanting around and having amazing adventures abroad in the exotic, far-off land, Scotland.
I'm fine.
What?
I haven't been to Scotland.
But I have.
I'm fine.
With some magnificent bastards, we had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
This is from Nord Security, so they are very familiar in how to make something very simple. It's an eSIM card. You can download an app. All Saley eSIM plans are compatible with iOS and Android devices. You just need to download it once. You choose your plan, you install the eSIM, and then you activate the plan.
Oh, that's pretty cool. 150 countries?
Travel wherever, have your data. Don't have to hunt down Wi-Fi. You don't have to get those crazy ass roaming charges. And real quick, the first 5,000 magnificent bastards to use code Whiskey Tribe will get a 1 gigabyte Saley data plan for free. You're gonna go to saley.com/Whiskey Tribe, download Saley and test it out for free.
Freaking sick.
Good. First 5,000 people. I just realized I only brought you into this so I could bust your balls about not going to
Yeah.
Could not be more pleased with how well this has turned out.
Number 3.
There we go. This is 111 proof. This is going to be the first things coming out of the still. This is going to be the high hearts, maybe tickling the heads a little bit. That's what she said. Here we go. You know,
Oh,
go ahead.
that's beautiful.
It's-
This is a brewed coffee though here. The 93 proof was more of a grounds.
Yeah, for me it was more of like a chicory dark roast
Yeah,
heavy.
it wasn't brewed coffee.
Yeah.
The 102 was like half and half.
Yeah.
This is like you actually brewed the coffee
Okay.
and all of those flavors are coming to your
Okay,
nostrils. These are all so good, you guys.
these are phenomenal.
These are so good.
This is one of my favorite
If you like coffee
distillation projects we've done.
and you like booze,
Yeah.
this is gonna be too much for you to handle.
Right.
For the purpose of just drinking it straight,
Yes.
the 93 proof.
Oh, the 93.
Because it's just so smooth.
It's soft, and then here's the thing: if you're going to be doing a cocktail with
That's
this,
what my next point was gonna be. 102
yeah,
might be the best for a cocktail.
serious business there.
Business. We are going to make a Hagrid's breakfast cocktail
You are Balenciaga, Harry.
using the 102 proof coffee distillate. We're gonna get distillate. 1.5 ounces of Hudson's rye whiskey. Do the rye thing. That's terrible. A half ounce of our cold brew. Crowded barrel cold brew, 0.25 ounces maple syrup, 2 to 3 dashes of Angostura bitters, 1, 2, 3 bar spoons worth of the 102. Okay, that'll do it. This is the secret ingredient that Harry Potter made just for Hagrid for his breakfast. Couple of stirs here. Wingardium Leviosa.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
So we're gonna pour it. Oh shoot, I forgot a step. I was supposed to do this part first. Okay. We're gonna get a little smoky. That's part of it. I think that works. Okay. So, oh, that's not long enough. This is what you're supposed to do. It smells nice, but also the char end of the cinnamon stick could ruin everything because it's in the liquid.
Now, the original version of this cocktail without distilled coffee spirit, this is called a Churchills Breakfast, but we're mixing it up.
The magic special.
Distilled coffee. You have a finger in the...
Well, because I don't want to drop it in because I don't think it's tall enough to see.
Oh, God, it's just barely poked. That's good.
You got it. You got the picture.
Yeah, that's...
All right.
Do you want to do a straw test?
Give me it. I made it. I'm just gonna go in.
Ooh. So the rye and the coffee and what else is in there? What is that?
It had the cold brew.
Cold brew.
It had the
Honey. There's honey. Yeah.
And then the Angostura bitters.
Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely finding the rye layer. I'm finding the coffee layer. And then the honey. Oh, that's what it is. The honey is like giving this nice base of sweetness, kind of tying it all together. Look,
Dude.
the wand's not doing much.
So what the wand would have been is it's supposed to help the nose have a smokier
A little
cinnamon,
bit of a little smoky cinnamon.
which is nice when you kind of hold it next to it the way
Yeah.
it should have been done correctly.
Okay, you know what? You just lock it in with the fingy.
There you go.
This is how we do it on the street. Can you drink it through the wand?
Through the wand? I don't know. It's like kind of crispy at the end, so it might be weird and charry. You can. Oh, that's not actually good. It's a little too charry.
Starting with this place of disappointment, but then this spirit with the Hudson whiskey, a love of coffee coming together into a beautiful cocktail. It's beautiful. It's a realization, a harmony of things that you always hoped for, but it finally came together.
Yeah.
We come to this place where it's like Edinburgh, like you and I did. Oh, that's right.
Was this all a setup for the episode just so you could say that?
That's neither here nor there.
Just so that you could rub in my face? That I haven't been to Scotland?
You haven't been to Scotland. What are you saying? How could you not have been to Scotland?
Will this joke die? When will it die?